Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Eden Zero Season 2 episode number 23 reaction. Okay, the previous episode we got acquainted with Poseidon Nero and him and his group of like those people, and also his son Shura. And Poseidon Nero is the type of person who actually like looks at his dice, like rolls his dice, and whatever the dice tells him, kind of does. So this time as well, he does that and realizes that this time the dice is telling him to leave everything to Shura, and that's what he does. While over there in our group, a lot of things happened, like the aftermath. Basically, like Clean is fine now. Clean is like joined the crew. That little girl who we saved, she's like she's kind of with us now. Couchbo is also with us. I'm not really sure if she's going to go back or if she's going to join us or something. I'm not really sure. Also, a few other things, that is Zenolith. Yeah, he is going to help us out, like train us before he's going to go in system maintenance or something like that. And it's weird because he says something about how like Ziggy didn't want Shiki to meet him, but it doesn't make sense because Ziggy, if really Ziggy didn't want them to meet, he would have done it personally, stopped them personally. He wasn't even there, like so it's kind of weird. Like, but still, like he's going to like teach everything to Shiki, and one of the first training is like using their ether power when their hands are tied, and when they're doing the training for that, Ziggy hacks Zenolith, and now we are in an awkward situation. So let's see what happens. Yeah, let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my god. Okay. Right. Hmm. Okay. Judgment Day. Alright, here we go. Ziggy has contacted us in a weird situation. No, he hacked him. I think so. Oh my god, what's happening here? Wait, did he just isolate Shiki? Yeah. What? Wait, oh, that's Rebecca. What? Oh boy. God damn. When gravity. Oh my god. Wait, is this a. Wait, is this. Oh my god. Wait, I feel like this is like an illusion or something. He's showing him. I don't know. Because how is it possible? Yeah. Wait, that was him. Oh my god. What the hell? I actually thought like he got hacked or something. It was he was the one doing it. Yeah. Yeah. You blew it. Yeah, that was just a. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ultimate secret technique. Black sky. Alright. Wait, that was only for Shiki. Now others will have to, yeah. God damn. Yeah, real training? Oh boy. Oh. Oh yeah, that's true. Maybe he has it or something. Oh, he has it. Is that the relic? What type of relic is that? Oh, wait. A bottle cap? What? Rolla cola. Oh. So that's just mother's like, I don't know, like, okay. Wait, so mother is like a planet kind of thing? Like, I guess she is sitting on a planet. Captivated by gravity. Your ether power is weak. Hmm. Yeah, I guess. But her power is like an S grade power. Yeah. Hmm. Videos. Oh, it's activating. What the? Who? Oh. Oh yeah, they kind of explained it before. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Chrono Witch. Like, that's a cool name. Oh, Jama is here. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. You're spoiling. You're spoiling the plot again. Okay. Well, over there, yeah, those two. Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, I was wondering. Like he even knows. Oh wow, he's like he's like master in everything. Damn. Hmm. Yeah, he. I think he said something like that before as well. Hmm. Damn. What the? What? Yeah. Hmm. Who? Oh, it's no. Sister. Yeah. Oh God. What? Let's fast forward. Wow. They just okay. All right. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Hmm. Oh, same model. Oh, okay. So was Rebecca able to you know? Okay. Hmm. Okay. 15 years. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What? Wait, did the live crash? Oh, did the whole thing change? Because Rebecca changed the world. Wait, oh, okay. I'm thinking it has something to do with Rebecca changing the world. Maybe some. Yes. Hmm. Wait. Oh, so he was amnesiac, and now he got his memories back. So yeah. So wait, what? So what? Um. What the hell? He actually transformed into an actual demon king. Wait, so okay, I kind of understand. So basically, he was amnesiac when he did all of the good things, and after he got his memory back, he again became a. What the hell? Wow. Yeah, that's bad. Okay. Yeah, bottle cap. Oh no, that oh no, that's a different word. What? That's the damn. That's a building, isn't it? Yeah, it's a building. How the hell do we? Yeah. Oh, I see. That makes sense. All right. God damn. Yeah. What? Yeah. Oh, you know what is good because we are traveling. Oh, because of that? I was going to say that she's probably joining us because we go to different places. And so oh god. Yeah, that's true. Cat planet, rabbit planet. Hmm. Right. Yeah. Oh, did she realize like the whole battle that's going? Yeah, there you go. They're all beefing with each other. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. You remember the first episode of Eden Zero? What happened? They found like a. Okay, this gives me a few ideas. First of all, okay. Oh my god. Five other planets. That is. There we go. There we go. This dude. Smart ass is here. Yeah, a very difficult decision. Okay. There we go. Judgment Day. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone anticipated this, something like this happening. Okay, first of all, like, remember the first episode of Eden Zero? Like, some people found, like a B cube with, like, Eden Zero written. It was like some thousands of years ago from they found. So, at that point of time, I had no clue what the hell was happening. But now that we know that Rebecca has Cat Leaper, it gives me a few ideas. Maybe that B cube was a result of a world, or a parallel world where Rebecca wasn't able to save everyone, and in the end somehow the world got destroyed and everyone died. Like, since it's parallel world, basically, like a lot of parallel worlds, like the whole thing is going on, there might have been that world like that. Or maybe our world now, like where we are in, maybe that is actually going in that direction, and we have to prevent it from going into that direction and reaching a future like that. So that's why it's like, that's the most probable answer I can find. for that scene in episode 1 of season 1 where they found the B cube written Eden 0 and it was like all broken and everything. Okay, so yeah, that's what I was saying. So that's one idea that I have. Like maybe it's something like that, or something like that is going to happen. And since Rebecca has the cat leaper power, she's the one who can prevent it, or something like that, you know. And then there's that also one scene we saw where Rebecca saw a dream of Shiki, you know, like quite like in an adult form, and you know, like something was happening, like a lot of people were fighting or whatever. That scene. So something like that. Maybe that was like a little, you know, sneak peek into the future, which is probably going to happen if they don't do something. I don't know what, but something. Anyways, all right, let's talk about this episode as a whole, and then I'm going to go deeper into the explanation. First of all, this episode was, again, nothing much really happened. We got like a little bit of preparation for whatever is going to come, and basically in the end, Shura announced war on all of the robots. Also, the training, it concluded, and you know, like yeah, so it was basically a preparation episode. Now I have to talk about a few things in this episode. First of all, there was a major information that was given in this episode where Ziggy himself explained why did he change, or it's not that he changed, but he just reverted back to his previous way he was. So basically, as far as I can understand, what happened is Ziggy was this bad, I don't know, like not bad, but this robot with world domination from the beginning. Something happened, he lost his memories. And since he lost his memories, he became a good robot. And he's tried, like, you know, like going, like, you know, like took in the shining stars, and then like found Shiki and all that happened. And then he, you know, like since he was missing his memories, he became like a clean slate, and he forgot about his whatever mission he had. And then he decided to go and look for Mother so that he can get his memories back. We don't know what happened in that time. Even the Shining Stars said that they have no clue. Maybe their memories were like wiped out or something. Something happened, and he came back to Granville. His energy went out or something. He stayed there inactive for a long while, and then Shiki left. All that stuff happened, and then he finally got back up again. And this time, he got his memories back. And since his memories were back, he remembered what his previous goal was, whatever it was, we still don't know. And he became reverted back to his previous self. So basically, him being a good person, a good robot, was the reason behind it was him missing his memories. I think that's what they kind of explained. That's what I understood, at least. Which I guess it would kind of make sense then. Like, you know, like it's not that from good he became bad. He was bad, but then because of losing his memories, he became good. And then when he got his memories back, he became bad again, or something like that, I think. Another few weird things he kind of talks about. First of all, he talks about Shiki being important. How, he doesn't know, but somehow he's important. That's why he took him in. And then when he got his memories back, he also got to know why Shiki is important and why he needs to be killed. And if, like, and the Dark Stars, they were like, oh, so if we don't, like, eliminate Shiki, he'll be a problem to our goal. And Ziggy's like, no, he'll not only be a problem to us, he'll be a problem to everything, to this whole entire universe, in this entire cosmos. So what, like, okay, I have so many questions, but that was an interesting, like, you know, like little thing he suddenly revealed. So he now knows why Shiki is important and why he needs to be eliminated. He didn't tell us, and I doubt the anime is going to tell us now. In the future, maybe, you know, in some type of when it's going to get revealed someday, but not now. He does have an idea now. When he was amnesiac, he had no idea. He just thought that Shiki was important. That's why he took him in. Okay. Another thing I thought about while watching this episode. Um, I was thinking that the thing, like, like where all the shining stars, they were talking about how they have no idea and how their memory is like missing, and they think that Ziggy somehow wiped their memories out. Now I don't know, I feel like the reason why a lot of these things happened is because, like, I never thought about it. I think it's because of Rebecca changing the world. You remember the whole Drac and Joe situation? Where in universe number, I don't remember which number it was, 28 or 29, something like that. I think 28. Like, in that world, everything was doomed, However, in that world, a few things kind of was different from what it is now. Number one, we met Connor over there. He was in the space floating with the fishes. We took him in, and that's one way that was like one of the major differences. Obviously, the other differences that we got was literally the whole Eden Zero crew getting wiped out completely. Everyone somehow like they just got caught by Drac and Joe, and Drac and Joe just completely killed them. Shiki died and all that stuff happened. And Rebecca changing the world to this world, changed a few things. Now, the first major change that we were able to observe was obviously Connor missing. Connor is missing here with us. He's not there. That's one thing that changed. Another thing that changed, no, that is the only thing that changed. There wasn't any other significant difference other than the fact that in this world this time we were able to defeat Drac and Joe. But we always thought there must have been some kind of a difference or change that might have happened, and we still don't have any idea. What I'm thinking now is that maybe since we changed the world, maybe in this world something else happened with Ziggy and the shining stars. So that is why, since I don't know, I'm trying to think. No, but then it doesn't make sense. The one who traveled like from one universe to another was only Rebecca. Nobody else traveled with her. So the only person who would have the memories of the previous world would be Rebecca. So what I was going to say is that, oh, maybe that is why in this world, in this new world, maybe something else happened with the shining stars, and that is why when we changed world, the shining stars that we have now, they are having a gap in memory, because in the other world, none of that happened which happened in this world. That's why the shining stars, their memories have a gap and they don't know what's going on and what happened. Like, because here we can see that they're talking about how you know what, I feel like it is something like that. Here's the thing. Like, the only explanation that I can have for them having memory missing as to what, like, because they here again explain how Ziggy went to Red Cave on his own. Ziggy, how Ziggy in Foresta, no, not for, yeah, no, wait, when does that, oh, yeah, Zenolith, yeah, Zenolith, how Ziggy met Zenolith on his own. And Zenolith even says that he met me when he was on his quest for Mother. So the fact that the shining stars don't know about it is weird. What I think is happening here is that I think somehow, I don't know, still I'm not able to find a concrete explanation, because I think in Drac and Joe's world, where everyone was supposed to die, in that world I feel like Ziggy went on a different path. He had the shining stars and all that stuff. However, in this world, what I think is that the shining stars never existed. The dark star existed. But since we transferred world, but still it doesn't make sense, because again, we didn't time travel, or we didn't go from one world to another. are like, like only Rebecca's consciousness jumped from one world to another. So it wouldn't make sense. Like what I was going to say is that in the new world, the shining star never existed, only the dark star existed, and the old world, the shining stars existed. So that is why the shining stars, now that we're in this new world where the shining stars weren't supposed to exist, they don't know about what the hell happened with Ziggy in this world. That's why they're all so confused, because they're like, wait a minute, Ziggy went and met you, Zenolith, but we were with him. And then there's also the whole thing with Red Cave. It seems as if Ziggy worked solo over here, even though like the Shining Stars were with them for the whole time. This is the only explanation that I can think of, is that the old world and the new world, two different sets of things happened. In the old world, the Shining Stars existed, and this new world, the Dark Stars existed. The Shining Star never existed in this new world, which would explain why the Shining Stars in this new world, like they're getting to know what Ziggy did here, but they don't know when he did it, because they don't have those memories, because they're from the old world. But there's a major flaw in this theory, like I was saying, which is that, as far as I could gather, Rebecca's consciousness only jumped. No, like none of them jumped from one world to another. So if the Shining Stars never existed in this world, in the new world, how could the Shining Stars come here? I don't know if I'm able to explain it properly, but something like that I'm thinking. But I think it is something similar to that must have definitely happened. I'm pretty sure like this is something to do with the whole Rebecca changing the world from Drakenjo's like that world to this world. The world lines are different, like this two world. Here something else happened and here something else happened, and that is why there's this whole mismatch in information. Zenolith here is like, yeah, he met me when he was looking for mother, while the Shining Stars are like, what, how, when? We don't remember. That's what I'm thinking. You know what, let's wait and see. Like, I'll keep this theory in mind. I'm sure they'll explain as we go and explore the story more. But for now, this is a viable theory, which is kind of flawed. Like I said, my theory doesn't really make sense, because again, they didn't jump from one world to another, their consciousness did. So if the Shining Stars, according to my theory, if the Shining Stars never existed in this new world, where would their consciousness jump from the old world to the new world? Where? Doesn't make sense. That's why I'm saying my theory is kind of flawed, but that is the only explanation I can find here as to the missing memories of the Shining Stars. Yeah, anyways, also the fact that we have the Dark Stars here, which is like kind of weird. Like, when the hell did that happen? They never knew about the Dark Stars, but maybe that's because like Ziggy was amnesiac, probably because of that. But still, you know what, let's stop. Like, we have too less amount of clues to actually deduce this whole thing. But yeah, that was this whole episode. It was an interesting episode. We got a lot of information, a very big information, the whole Ziggy's amnesia, that whole thing that we got to know. And yeah, now it seems like again, like Shura's is going to make a whole, like, this whole situation even more messier. So let's wait and see how this goes. Alright, now I'm going to switch into a deeper way and a deeper, like more of discussion, just like I usually go scene by scene and talk about this episode. So in the beginning, we get to see that scene where it seems as if Ziggy hacked, what's his name? Hacked Zenolith, but in the end we get to know that was just Zenolith kind of making it so that, like tricking Shiki so that he can unleash his power. And it worked, because in Ziggy's form, he was like, oh, you see, like, here's Rebecca, and he starts like using gravity to, like compress Rebecca. Now here I was thinking like, oh, maybe this was Ziggy just playing with Tricky's head. I was partially correct. They were playing with his head. They were, since it's VR, they were just showing him illusions. That part was correct. However, the part that I thought that was genuinely Ziggy doing it. He hacked Zenolith or something. So partially I was correct. The part where it wasn't Ziggy but it was Zenolith just tricking Shiki, I wasn't able to guess that. So yeah, that was a surprise to me as well. You know, like when all of that was happening, after a moment, I was like, oh wait, maybe this is just Ziggy playing tricks on Shiki, because this is like the VR world, so anything can happen. And then we get to know the real, like, you know, like what's actually happening is that when Shiki is able to break out of his restraints, we get to see that it's actually Zenolith who tricked Shiki into thinking that it was Ziggy who hacked the, you know, whole thing. So yeah, and that was really actually very, you know, like when we got to see like Rebecca getting completely, like, you know, like crushed in under gravity. Yeah, that immediately made Shiki like break out of his restraints. So he was able to, you know, like he was able to get over his the weakness that they have, that if their hands are tied, they cannot use their ether power. However, everyone else, they still haven't really learned how to do it, so they'll have to still train. While Shiki was able to, you know, like he was able to kind of force Shiki into being able to understand his power and make use of it. So yeah, and even Hermit was like, ah, I knew what was happening, that's why I really didn't do anything. That part was funny when when Zenolith suddenly changes his head to first Ziggy and then Plue. Remember Plue from Fairy Tail? Oh god. Right, and this part was funny where Shiki just goes and clings to Rebecca. Oh god. And here you can see that Zenolith is like, maybe I can actually entrust that thing to Shiki. Magimech's ultimate secret technique, the Blast Sky. Don't know what that is, but you know, like it seems something important. And he's like, yeah, maybe Shiki can actually change, you know, like make use of it, and you know, maybe they want to change the world or something like that. He said, I think. Right. Either way, that was the first part of the training. Even though Shiki was easily able to do it, obviously, like not easily, but because of that whole scene that he was shown. Everyone else was still not ready, so they still had to train more, you know. And Lena was like, oh, like Laguna, why are you not training? And Laguna was like, all right, if I want to, I will. Right, so here we go. Here's where we have that important discussion with Zenolith. So they are like, we were in Foresta to search for a relic. What about that? Zenolith is like, oh, relic, this one. Just brings out a bottle cap. Everyone's like, what the hell, like, this is a relic? It's like a bottle cap. And he's like, yeah, you can just find the stuff all over Foresta. Okay, so here, obviously, like, I think like we had a misunderstanding as to what an actual relic was. I thought it was something like very special or something like that. So Ziggy kind of corrects us our misconception. Not Ziggy, sorry, Zenolith. He says the name relic makes it sound so grand, yeah, but they all look like this. They're just items that were on Mother. That is all. The Red Clay, at Red Cave it was the Candelabra. In Foresta it was a bottle cap. All of them items are sized for use by humans. Are there people living inside Mother? Maybe they used to live there. Okay, here we go. Another thing. I don't know what I expected Mother was, but I never expected Mother to be a planet. It does make sense because it is kind of a planet, because whenever we see Mother, we see some lady just sitting like this on a planet. So yeah, I guess it is a planet, but I never thought it was a planet. I didn't even know what type of thing my Mother was. It was just a lady sitting on top of a planet. So is that, obviously that's not a human being. What is that? So here we can see that they obviously, like, Mother is identified as a planet. So they were like, oh, maybe these were stuff that people used who lived on Mother. Okay, interesting. So right, so these are just the stuff that people used who lived on Mother. And by finding these things, we can find our way back to Mother. Okay. Right, this is still so many questions, but you know, like, we're getting there little by little. Okay, now after that, Rebecca's like, oh, let me go and take a shower. So Zenlit kind of talks to Rebecca, and she's like, oh, you, the girl captivated by gravity. Right, and he kind of says like her power is weak, but her power is one of hell of a power. It has the She has the power to change the world, which is true, because that's literally what her power does. Changes the world completely. So Rebecca goes to the bath and she's thinking about like how to get stronger, and then in comes Witch, and Witch is like, all right, don't worry, this bath water has ether properties, it's going to increase your ether power. So you just have to train over here. So let's begin. Let's begin our training. Oh boy. Now, while all of this is happening, Zhao Mei again like greets us, and she kind of gives us a little bit of a, I don't know, like a summary of what happened up until now, like how Shiki and his crew overcame the crisis of Foresta. Over there, Master Zenith is helping and training us. And not only that, Justice and Elsie are doing their own thing over there. There's that whole battle between Ziggy, Shura, and all of that stuff is happening. So, yeah. And then we go back to see what everyone is doing, their training. You can see that Zenlith is pretty much master in everything. He can shoot, he's teaching Wise to shoot, he's giving swordplay lessons to Homura, and he's just like tying up Rebecca so that she can use her ether, like power. And over there he's training Shiki as well in martial arts. And he talks about inner peace and how you need inner peace to endure the weight of gravity, otherwise you're going to fall to the dark side and become like Ziggy. So do not let that happen. While Witch is doing her training with Rebecca, and Sister also joins in. Right, so while all of this is happening, Zhao Mei is like, alright, you guys might be bored, seeing all these like little scenes of the training. Like let's just fast forward, 7 days. And yeah, we fast forward 7 days to see everything has been completed. The training is over. We still don't know what everyone has accomplished in these few days. Was Rebecca able to use her ether gear even though she's tired? We don't know. Shiki has been able to do it. What about the others? We still don't know. But it is the end of training, and everyone is thanking Master Zenolith. And Zenolith is like, oh, I'll stay over here in Planet Foresta. I have to take care of this kid as well, the little girl. And he's like, we're going to contact the same model, like a same model that took care of her. And, like something like that we'll do. Okay. Here we go. Now, before we leave, here a very important conversation happens. Which asks Zenolith, I want to ask you about the time when you met Ziggy. Here we go. So he says like, let's see. The last time I met him were 15 years ago. He said he was traveling to see Mother. Okay, at that time, we, the Four Shining Stars, should have been traveling with him. So he's like, oh no, I wouldn't forget such beautiful faces. Ziggy was alone. Just as I thought something is wrong, Ziggy also went to Red Cave alone. 15 years ago, we left Granville with Ziggy in search of Mother. Yeah. But all of our memories outside Sakura Cosmos has been erased. No traces are left behind. If we were on a journey searching for Mother 15 years ago, but because we found Shiki, we gave up on Mother and returned home. Did something happen that made it necessary to erase our memory? Here we go. So this whole conversation. So basically what happened is 15 years ago, Shining Stars, Ziggy was supposed to go off to find Mother. Now, something happened, which is why they think their memories are missing. All they remember is they gave up on their goal to find Mother because they found Shiki and brought him back. While Zenolith here is telling that, oh no, Ziggy met me 15 years ago when we was on his way to find Mother. You guys went with him. This is what I'm saying. There's a significant change in whatever happened. Something changed. And like I was saying before, my theory is, since this is a different world, we need to remember this is the new world. The old world we left behind because that was the whole Drakengard situation happened. Rebecca from that world was able to come to a new world where she was able to change everything. And here in this world, a few predetermined things that happened in the other world never happened, like Connor. We never met Connor. So it wouldn't be surprising if some other stuff were also different in this world, which we still have no idea about. Maybe this is one of it. Maybe the Shining Stars, whatever they did in that world, in this world, none of that happened. And that is why, like the Shining Stars here, they're like, what's going on? Why don't we have the memory? They don't have the memories because none of these stuff happened ever in this world. And Ziggy went in a completely different path here. While in that world, something else happened and Ziggy went in a different path. Now, like I was saying, the only flaw in this theory is that how would the Shining Stars have the memories of the old world here? Now, I do have a counter theory to that. Is to, if you remember, who was it? There was someone who said something about Shiki's power or Shiki's gravity actually attracting the memories from the other world, and that is why Shiki has memories of the other world as well. And Rebecca also, and obviously Rebecca is the one who used Cat Leaper, so she definitely has the memories of the old world, but none of the other crewmates should have had the memories of the old world. But Shiki's gravity was so strong when he used his overdrive that it sucked in the memories from the other world and brought it in the other people. Everyone else, they got their memories. That is my counter theory to the what can I say? Like I said, maybe this is why they have the memories from the old world. And since this is a new world, whatever happened here is different, and that is why they're kind of confused now, because they're thinking, what happened? Ziggy was with us. Why is Zenolith saying that we weren't with Ziggy? Because that never happened in this world. In this world, maybe something different happened. And they don't know about it because their memories are from the old world, because Shiki's gravity was so strong, it sucked in the memories from the old world and brought it here, and it overlapped. That is the only plausible theory I can think of for this whole mystery. But I don't know. Let's wait and see. Because it is weird, because here they're talking about 15 years ago where Zenolith is like, oh, Ziggy was on his own. Even Red Cave, as they were saying, even Red Cave, Ziggy went on his own. So what happened to the Shining Stars? They were supposed to be with them. That is what I'm thinking. Their memories are from the old world, that is why they are confused about this world's memory or something like that. Everything happened here differently and they have no clue about it because their memories are from the old world, where none of these things happened. You know what? All speculations. Let's wait for it. Now here, after that, we get another interesting section of information where Ziggy was talking. Here we go. He kind of explains about his situations. Did you resolve to fight against your former Emily's weekend? Okay. I had lost my memory. When I came to, I was in Granville building an amusement park. One day, I went on a search for Mother in order to retrieve my memory. Yeah, but that is when I found the baby Shiki. Now all of this kind of overlaps and matches with what the Shining Stars were talking about. But here's the thing. He never really mentions about the Shining Stars. You see this whole thing. This is why what I'm saying here. The Shining Stars were supposed to be with him when they left with Ziggy. And the Shining Stars said that, oh, we found Shiki and that is why we stopped going for Mother and we came back. Here, you see, Ziggy never mentions anything about the Shining Stars. He says that I had amnesia. One day I realized I was just making an amusement park, and then I went on a journey to find my memories towards Mother. Okay, I'm gonna read it again. When I came to, I was in Granville building an amusement park. One day I went on a search for Mother in order to retrieve my memory. But that is when I found the baby Shiki. There you go. I felt that he was more important than my memory, so I decided to raise him. But that was a mistake. Once my energy ran out, I don't know what caused it. I came back alive and all my memories were restored. Memories of the reason why I was drawn to Shiki and also the reason why I cannot let him live. I was walking towards a goal, a world ruled by mechanical creatures. Was Shiki just in the way for that? And he's like, no. He's not just only a threat to robots, but the entire cosmos. He shouldn't be allowed to exist in this world. This whole section, he never mentions anything about the shining stars. Okay, I'm like more convinced now about my theory. I think this word Ziggy went on a completely different path than the other word Ziggy, which we left behind. The other world where everything was doomed, where the whole Drakenjo situation happened, and from where Rebecca, from that world she came here. That world, Ziggy probably left with the shining stars, found Shiki, came back, all that stuff happened. However, in this world, none of that happened. Maybe Ziggy was solo, doing everything solo. And that is why Ziggy met Xenolith solo, Ziggy went to Red Cave solo, everything he did on his own, he found Shiki, came back, and then got his memories back from his amnesia and started world domination again, his goal, which was his original goal. So this word Ziggy was alone and did everything alone, while the other word Ziggy did everything with the shining stars. And that is the reason why when the shining stars, their memories came from this world to this world. I don't know, there's still a lot of questions I have for that, because there's a lot of things that doesn't make sense. Still, for the time being, I'm just thinking. I'm not even thinking about any of how this happened, what happened. I'm not thinking about that. I'm just thinking that if the shining stars from that world, all their memories got attracted by Shiki's power, gravity, and got attracted to this new world, and that is why they have the memories from the old world. That is why the shining stars are so confused here, because they thought they have the memories from their old world where they traveled along with Ziggy, while here in this world Ziggy traveled alone. And that is why Xenolith is like, oh, Ziggy was alone, while the shining stars are like, how is that possible? We were with him. So did he wipe our memories out or something? Is that what happened? No, he didn't wipe your memories out. You never had memories of this world. You have memories of the other world. That is why you're getting confused here. I don't know. That is, I'm saying, that is a theory that I'm kind of a little bit more convinced now, because here in this whole section, Ziggy never mentions anything about the shining stars. He says, I went to Mother to find my memories back. Found Shiki, came back. He should mention something about the shining stars, shouldn't he? Here. He never mentions anything about it. That's why I think he was working alone here in this world. Again, I might be completely wrong here. And this theory that I talked about has a lot of flaws. Like I said, a lot of things doesn't make sense if this theory is what happened. So maybe if this theory is what I said is actually what happened, hopefully we get some of the answers to a few of the flaws of this theory. Like I said, it doesn't make sense if he never worked with the shining stars. What were the shining stars doing with Eden Zero? Because I'm talking about the old world's memories coming to the new world, but that would mean Rebecca and all her crew should be here in the same position, same place in the whole Drakenjo situation that they were facing there. So why, if the shining stars never worked with Ziggy, why would the shining stars be here at that same time, at the same position, along with Rebecca? That's one flaw. It doesn't make sense if what I'm saying is true. So these are the things I am still confused about. But anyway, let's stop theorizing and yeah, let's wait for the answers. Either way, he says, I have no family. Another interesting thing he says, like I said, that he says something about Shiki being a threat to the entire cosmos, which again makes no sense. I don't know why he said that, but let's wait and see. So after that, we get to see Rebecca doing her vlogging and stuff in the Planet of Mud. and Couchpo kind of giving her tips on editing and stuff. And here we get to see the relic in this world, which was a building, and they just got the ether from the building. They don't have to bring the whole building back, so that's good. And we get to know that Couchpo is going to be staying here with us because the kitchen is really good, and she can just make any food over there, which is going to help her in her vlog, her food vlogging. And while all of this is happening, okay, over there, Shiki and his crew, they're talking about, which tells them that I feel like something bad is going to happen. Like, you know, over there, the whole Poseidon Zero, Shura, and, you know, like the Urashian says, all that stuff is going on. So I feel like we might get involved in this whole nonsense with, you know, like, so should we go somewhere else? And while all of this is happening, another interesting thing we get to see here, Rebecca has carved Eden's Zero behind her B cube. Like, if you remember first episode of Eden Zero, someone found this V cube in a planet in a very broken, bad state. Again, you know, like in that, I remember them saying something like, Zhao Mei saying something like, time doesn't matter in this world. Whatever you see happens, you should eliminate time from, like, if you shouldn't you shouldn't, you know, like confine your understanding in the confines of time. Just take time out of the equation and a lot of things will make sense. Again, we have to remember that, because we literally saw that's what happened in before. Like, you know, like time is a very fickle thing in this world. Rebecca literally jumped from one universe to another. So yeah, so again, you know, like here we get to see Rebecca wrote Eden Zero. And like I was saying, I have another little mini theory here. It's not a theory, but something that I think is going to happen is that if, like, you know, like that world which was destroyed and the Eden Zero B cube was there, maybe that is the future for our world. You know, if whatever direction we're going towards, if we keep going in that direction, eventually our world will be destroyed and everyone will die or something like that. That's what we saw before. You remember Rebecca saw a dream, and in that dream Shiki was an adult, that whole thing, and everyone was fighting with each other, and like Happy was dead or something. That again, you know, maybe that is the future of this world, whichever direction we are going towards. So they'll have to prevent it from happening or something like that. Either way, over there, Shura has like brought in a press conference and has like, you know, kind of declared war on all the robots. And yeah, that is where it ended. So there you go. That was this episode. A very interesting episode. A lot of information we got and a lot of interesting things I kind of thought about, you know, like potential possibilities, which I have no idea if it is true or not, or whether my theorizing was correct. Maybe it wasn't, but who cares? I just like thinking about, like, theorizing about stuff like this. So yeah, so that is it. Thanks for watching. This was my reaction to episode. Wait, which episode was this? 23 or 24? No, 22. Wait a minute. I think it was 23. Yeah, episode number 23 of Eden Zero, season 2. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Eden Zero. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.